Well, Lord Adair Turner is the chair of the Energy Transitions Committee, as well as a distinguished expert on global economic trends and financial regulation. He's been talking to our correspondent Li Jianhua.
We live in a world of very significant geopolitical tensions and disagreements, and there are big disagreements between the US and China, Europe and China, UK and China, disagreements about trade, economic issues. The world is a much more tricky place in a sense than it was maybe 15 years ago. But I think it's very important that we maintain economic relations, and in particular on issues to do with climate change, where China has emerged as a hugely important developer of new clean technology. And I think an engagement where we are working together on global climate issues and in continuing to cooperate and trade and invest in each other's countries on things to do with climate change and clean technology, I hope will be part of the discussions which occur between David Lammy and his Chinese counterparts.
And we know the Labour government has outlined its China policy as cooperate where we can, compete where we have different interests, and challenge where it is needed. And domestically, it seems like David Lammy is under a lot of pressure to show to the British public, okay, I'm going over to China to confront Beijing over issues like Xinjiang, Hong Kong and Taiwan. In the meantime, he's saying, let's cooperate. So what does Lammy really want?
Well, look, I think you have to accept that the policy of the UK will combine those three things that you've set out: to challenge, compete and cooperate. And that will involve challenges on things like Xinjiang and the Uyghurs and Hong Kong, and that's not going to change. Britain has a set of beliefs about things that are important, and we're not going to give those up any more than China would give up its beliefs. And I think, grown-up countries in the world have got to accept that they will challenge each other bilaterally and in international fora. But you ought to be able to do that and say, okay, that's something we disagree on, but we agree that climate change is a hugely important issue for humanity, and we've got to work together on that. Now, even there may be an element of competition. Let's be clear, Europe and the UK will not want all of the clean technologies to be completely dominated by China. We will want to develop our own domestic supply chains in things like electric vehicles and batteries. So there will be an element of competition, but there should be cooperation as well. And let me give you one particular example of that. I think that in developing a European and UK specifically supply chains in electric vehicles or batteries, we should be quite happy if really good Chinese companies, and there are many of them, invest in the UK to build electric vehicles there, to build batteries there, providing employment, providing technology transfer. One of the ways that China became rich was to welcome inward investment from the West that was when it was behind technologically, and learn from that.